Meow, and welcome to Purring Loaf. In this video, we're diving into a list of foods that our feline friends should steer clear of. From chocolate to grapes and beyond, we'll be covering all the not-so-cat-friendly foods to keep your kitty safe and healthy. Meowvelous news, it's time to talk about keeping our feline friends healthy and safe, and that starts with understanding what foods to keep out of their reach. While we might love to share our meals with our furry friends, some foods can be toxic to cats and can cause serious harm. Foods like chocolate, grapes, onions, and avocado should be avoided at all costs. And remember, just because a food is safe for us, doesn't mean it's safe for our feline friends. So, always do your research and make sure your cat's diet is healthy and balanced, keeping them happy and healthy for years to come. So, let's perfectly protect our feline friends by keeping toxic foods away from their reach. Attention all cat owners! It's time to brush up on what foods to keep away from those furry little paws. You might be tempted to share your favorite snacks with your kitty, but some human foods can be harmful to cats. Foods like chocolate, caffeine, alcohol, and raw fish should be avoided at all costs. These foods can cause serious health problems like vomiting, diarrhea, and even death in severe cases. And even some seemingly safe foods like garlic, onions, and grapes can have dangerous consequences. These foods can damage red blood cells, leading to anemia, and can even cause kidney failure. So, it's important to stick to a balanced diet specially formulated for cats to keep them healthy and happy. You can also offer small amounts of cooked meats, fish or cooked eggs as occasional treats, but make sure they don't make up more than 10% of their diet. Let's protect our feline friends by avoiding these toxic human foods and stick to a diet that's perfectly tailored to their needs. And as always, if you have any concerns, consult with your veterinarian. It's time to take a closer look at your home and make sure it's a safe and happy place for your furry friend. You might be surprised to know that common household items and plants can be dangerous to cats. Items like string, rubber bands, and small toys can cause choking or blockages if swallowed. And certain plants like lilies, azaleas, and tulips can be toxic and cause serious health problems if ingested. Cleaning products like bleach and antifreeze should also be kept out of reach, as they can be extremely harmful if ingested. Additionally, it's important to secure loose cords and wires, as they can be tempting to curious cats and can cause electrical shock or injury if chewed on. And, keep in mind that things like medications, vitamins, and supplements can also be dangerous if ingested by your cat. So, it's important to keep these items out of reach, and check your home for any potential hazards. You can also opt for pet-friendly alternatives, like cat-safe toys and synthetic plants. Make sure to store all medications and toxic items in a secure cabinet or closet, and always keep an eye on your furry friend while they're exploring. Let's keep our kitties safe and happy by being aware of these household dangers and making smart choices for their well-being. Oh, kitty lovers, it's time to take a deep dive into the dangers of toxic foods for our furry friends. Did you know that some of the human foods we love can be toxic and harmful to cats? Foods like chocolate, grapes, and onions can cause serious health problems like vomiting, diarrhea, and even death. It's also important to be aware of common household items like xylitol, a sugar substitute found in many sugar-free gum and candy, that can cause liver failure and low blood sugar in cats. So, what can you do to keep your kitty safe? It's simple: stick to their specially formulated cat food, and avoid giving them table scraps or human snacks. And, always be sure to keep toxic foods and items out of reach and stored properly. By being informed and aware of these toxic dangers, we can keep our feline friends healthy and happy for years to come. Attention all cat parents, it's time to learn some tips for keeping your feline friends safe from harmful foods and substances. First and foremost, always read labels and ingredient lists. If you're not sure if a certain food or substance is safe for cats, err on the side of caution and avoid giving it to them. It's also important to keep all toxic items, such as cleaning products and medications, properly stored and out of reach of curious kitties. Another tip is to be aware of any changes in your cat's behavior or eating habits. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, it's always best to consult with your vet to rule out any potential toxic exposure. In addition to these tips, it's important to remember to always supervise your cat while they're exploring and playing, especially if they have a tendency to nibble on things they shouldn't. It's also a good idea to have a pet first aid kit on hand in case of any emergencies. By following these tips, you can keep your kitty safe and healthy for years to come. Remember, prevention is the best medicine. So, be proactive and protect your furry friend from harmful foods and substances. Wrapping up this perfect video, remember to give your feline friend the gift of a healthy and safe life by keeping toxic foods and substances out of reach. Always keep a watchful eye, do your research, and never hesitate to consult the cat-loving experts at the vet's office. Thanks for tuning in. Now hit that like button and perfectly subscribe so you never miss a beat in keeping your fur baby healthy and happy.